With the 31st pick of the 2017 NBA Draft, the Charlotte Hornets select
Frank Jackson out of Duke, and there was a lot of talk about where he would be. We've seen guys who have not had a lot of playing time get drafted high. Seth Frank Jackson, a guard who I know really wasn't there to spend a lot of time on the floor, came out of it early. How about Frank Jackson as a player at the point?
You know, a little bit of a head scratcher that he came out. Going to the first pick in the second round. Not a bad position. You wonder, why doesn't he come back? They recruited a very good point guard in Trayvon Duval. Maybe he felt like he couldn't beat him out. And I think Frank Jackson's a good talent. Showed the ability to score a little bit, but he's kind of positionless. He's not great as a scorer at the 2. He's not a pure playmaker at the 1, so he's a little bit of a tweener in that regard. Good athlete. Certainly a good basketball player with upside. First pick in the second round, I got no problem with it.
Now,
but he's no Jordan Bell.
Yes, of course. Or Caleb Swanigan, or anyone that Seth likes. One of the things that we do know is Charlotte had to deal with the Dwight Howard situation. A lot of people looked at it and said maybe it's a money dump for Atlanta, but that Miles Plumlee contract was kind of big. So where are we right now with the finances of the Hornets as we look at free agency?
Well, the Hornets are pretty well invested. This is kind of new territory for Charlotte. They are near the luxury tax, so they are invested. I love that they got Malik Monk because this was the need. They need a scorer. They need someone to help Kemba Walker, and to get it in the draft, a polished guy like Malik Monk, great pick for them. And you've got Dwight, and they're pretty well invested. They're not a team that is under the cap. They probably have to cut loose Ramon Sessions, I think. They have an option just to kind of save money because I don't think the Charlotte Hornets can pay that tax. I don't know if that market can bear that. But they are... They've got a great pick. They've got their mid-level exception. They can spend about $8 million, but they're going to have to really mine the money. Dwight Howard, that adds defense. You've got Malik Monk, offense. I like what they're doing.
No free agent money, but no free agents, so they kind of are what they are. And we wondered maybe if a Justin Jackson would go there. How's Michael done here? I mean, what about Charlotte, kind of where we sit? Because, this is a guy who's the greatest player, in my opinion, to ever live. And I know he's a Tar Heel as well. But the Hornets really haven't gone anywhere, right?
Well, no, I would say they make strides this year. Prior to this year, it was some speculation like, where are they going? But I thought last year they made a positive stride being in the playoffs. So I thought Michael has made a good step in the right direction.
All right, 32 is up. It is the Phoenix Suns. They have a huge night already. They got Josh Jackson, could be the best player in the draft, as we await 32 with Phoenix, a team that now has Devin Booker, Bledsoe, you think about Marquise Chris, and now you add a guy like a Josh Jackson. Again, as you said, Kenny, a lot of young talent. We don't know necessarily what they're going to be. They'll be a fun team to watch if they're going to get up and down the floor, and Jackson will fit in with that.
I don't know if watching losses is fun, but they will be up and down.
Man, you're just a hater. You're not an edifier. You're just a hater.
Take Jordan Bell.
I'm a realist. I don't keep it right. I keep it real.
All right, so you're saying they're not going to beat the Warriors?
Yeah, I keep it right and real.
All right. In the meantime, we await 32. We tell you this. You've got all of our coverage along the way here. All of the picks. We've got our capologist, Eric Pincus. Smitty will be back with us. Scott Howard Cooper on the international side. We're covered in social media. We also have polls running. You can get us at NBA TV. All of our handles are up as well. Tweet at us. Let us know, who do you think has been the surprise of the draft? Because as Seth, you pointed out, there haven't been many. Maybe Justin Jackson falling a little bit. Maybe Harry Giles being drafted. I mean, there really haven't been many, right?
This has to be one of the least surprising draft nights that we've seen in a long time. I think, maybe all of these mock drafts on the internet that we see, there's just so many of them. These guys are digging in that maybe there aren't as many surprises. I remember a couple of years ago when Anthony Bennett went one, and it was like all.
Well, there's no Canadian players drafted in the first round.
Right.
That's a surprise.
That's the surprise?
Yeah.
That's what we're hanging our hat on?
I know. There's been a lot of Canadian guys taking over in the draft. So.
Well, we've seen already a lot of point guards go. It is that kind of a draft. We've also seen some big men. When you look at who's available now, there are some guards that are still. Juwan Evans, is he a guy who you didn't get drafted somewhere in the mix? I like him. Do you like him?
I like him too. I love his speed. I love his toughness. He's very small, but I feel like this idea that we can't have small point guards in the NBA is gone. We've got plenty of small guys who are doing that. Showed a lot of toughness, a lot of ways to score. I think the bigs right now that I see, and Tyler Dorsey as a scorer out of Oregon is compelling. Ike Anikbogu, a big man from UCLA, a lot of people projected to go first round.
Let's look back at the past at number 32.